Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! Okay, it is time to perform a little quest. Well, I say little, but it's also the largest quest available at this point in the demo. I love hunting rats. Well, if you love hunting rats, then you would definitely want to come along with me, because that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. We'll come back to this house as soon as I have the opportunity. I don't know exactly how long this rat hunt is going to go, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it first just in case. Also, I apparently missed this tent right here. We'll also come back to it. Actually, before we take on the rat quest, before I forget, because I've already forgotten twice, let's head into the graveyard. I believe that is up here to the left. I want to check if there is anything of interest in the graves. I'm a little surprised I didn't check on the graves the first time I was here. Oh, sure enough, these graves have markings on them. So Dorian, V978 to V1054. I wonder what V stands for. Maker of bridges and an accomplished terraformer. Is that possibly going to be a thing? He shall always be remembered for helping make the foundations of the settlement. I mean, probably not, but gotta wonder. Olivia. Founder and leader of the settlement until the last of her days, when she passed on her duty to her loving husband, Einar the Oracle. Oh, there was a previous Oracle. I wonder how long the settlement's been around then. In remembrance of Lucia, loving mother and wife, proud matriarch of House Gobit, she did not make it to the settlement. Tobias, a Manafinder and inventor of comedic monologues? That's kind of funny. He was an incredible entertainer. 1043 to 1060, so only 17 years old. That's a bummer. In remembrance of Sophia, a brave Manafinder, slayer of dragons, and the best singer the settlement has heard. Last seen on the Tuonela expedition. In other words, not necessarily confirmed dead. In remembrance of Humbert, a poet and Manafinder, always hopeful for a better future. Last seen on the Tuonela expedition. Very curious of what we'll be finding these people. Morrow the Ugly. A Manafinder, husband and father, his final wish was to be remembered by his nickname, which he was very proud of. To each their own. Lyria, one of the very best Manafinders AV has seen. She is now a star in the night skies. Died at 25. Belemma, a cheerful Manafinder, even on her final days. We can still hear her contagious laughter. The fact that these are Manafinders definitely helps explain how they didn't really get as old as some of the other tombstones. Dagon, a Manafinder with style. His legacy lives through the iconic and functional Manafinder clothing style. So, Dogen is who we have to thank for this look. In remembrance of Tunga, devoted to the gods first and to her Manafinder duties second. Okay, so we're definitely not the first female Manafinder. Last seen going down the Tuonela. In remembrance of Horatio, Manafinder who proudly led the Tuonela expedition and last seen on said expedition. making me really curious about this Tuanella expedition. I feel like there were more tombstones here in the previous version that I played. In remembrance of Soren, I was just wondering if we would be finding his tombstone. A loyal and dedicated Manafinder who was not only dedicated to the cause, but to his loving companion Scar. Well, we now know what year it is. It is currently V1071. Edward, the first Manafinder, a hero, a legend, a leader. He still watches over us alongside the gods. I could probably do a little bit of figuring here, trying to figure out how long this settlement has been around. Well, let's see here. First Oracle. Where was the first Oracle again? Okay, Olivia was the founder and leader of the settlement. So the settlement was founded between those years there. Though who knows, she might have founded the settlement in 1049, so who knows? Probably the game creator. I bet the game creator knows. Okay, this building here. Welcome to the settlement's temple. Have you prayed to the gods today? No, but we'll go ahead and do that today. It is kind of weird that the sound effect for the exclamation bubble occurred after the bubble appeared, instead of when it appeared. Welcome to the temple. I am Priest Nolwen at your service. I make sure everything is in good conditions here, and I also offer counsel, wisdom, and advice based on the word of the gods. Have you prayed to the gods before? Yes. I am pleased to hear that. You can approach the altar behind me anytime to pray. We also have a large collection of books amassed by settlers and myself, most of them from Manahill. I'll retreat now to study. Feel free to approach me anytime. Say, what is your name? Lambda. I will pray for you, Lambda. I can tell the gods favor you. They must have a reason. Well, I am the main character of this adventure. You know, I could use help from someone like you. Seek me if you wish to help the temple. Okay, so just real quick. Spirit dust to the next level. 42. I have 61. We'll do the praying in a bit. Let's take a look at some of the books first. Also a bed. Pretty dark in here, by the way. You open a page in the book The Weapons. I find it interesting that we specifically open to a page. Most of the time when you read books in video games, it doesn't tell you, so you're left to assume that the entire book is a page. The weapons. Oh, this lets us know what weapons are good against what creatures. It's definitely interesting that they have these weapons like this. I'm not going to pay too much attention to this here because I'm sure the game would tell me as I'm selecting my weapon, as it already does with the axe. And also the spear, I think. Yeah. The text in the following pages is faded, but you can tell the weapons list goes on. Oh, teasing us, are they? Is this entire bookshelf about weapons then? Yep. How about this bookshelf? The elements. This one I would probably want to remember, but I don't need to right now. Hello again, child. Do you want to help me and the temple? Yep. The task I need help with is pretty simple. So simple, I am ashamed to ask for help. There is a rat infestation in the basement, and I need someone to kill them all. Otherwise, they will keep destroying the basement. Worry not, I don't just ask for things, I will reward you with my old blade for doing so. Not to sound rude, but why not do it yourself? I am too old now. Those rats move too fast for me. Here's the key to unlock the basement. The entrance is to the right of the statues. And here are some bandages. Those rats can inflict some serious wounds. Be safe, my child. I'll be waiting. Okay, I'll do it. Only because I can kind of understand the predicament. Here's the thing. I actually like rats. I like mice. And if I could, I would just leave them be. But I do gotta do something about them. Otherwise, they'll just tear up my house and eat my food. It sucks to have to kill them off, but I don't really have a better option. I mean, I suppose there's, like, more humane things, like, oh, I used to have this mousetrap that would catch them alive, and then I would need to take them somewhere far off. To my understanding, though, you need to take them really, really, really far off, though, because they can actually find their way back. Go figure. Anyway, I am at a point where I can get a level up here. So, let's do that. Hello again, my child. I have closely watched over you. My dear child, will you offer me the spirit dust you have collected? Yes. I noticed that this is running a little better than it did when I originally streamed it. Thank you for your offering, my child. I have also granted you my blessings so that you can offer them to my siblings as you see fit. May they grant you further growth, my child. Now that I have blessed your spirit, I bid you farewell. Okay, I got one blessing to use here. Give me a moment to figure out how I want to use it. Because there's no takebacks. Wait, what? Okay. So, just as a quick test, I decided to see what happens if I chose the thing that I already have, and, I'm able to spend my BP. Oh, game dev. Okay, so the way I see it, we're at the end of the demo, so I can kind of splurge on using magic if I want. So, Mana Blast deals non-elemental magic-based damage to all enemies. I'm fairly certain we're going to encounter a battle where I can have multiple targets, so we'll do this. Alright, let's take care of this. You know, I wonder if it's really true if mice can find their way all the way back to your house. Or if that's just propaganda spread around to promote the usage of mousetraps. Okay, let's see if I can get a sneak attack in here. Oh, they run away. Well, now I feel bad. Okay, gotta wonder. Do they attack? Yeah. They definitely attack. I mean, obviously they didn't in that first turn because I got a first strike. Okay, well in that case, it is more justified to kill them off because they're actually kind of dangerous. Granted, they're kind of defending themselves because my dog attacks them, but still. We'll just go ahead and do this to the entire lot. Oh, hold on a sec. I'm bleeding. I should do something about that. Scar's bleeding too. So, take care of this real quick. I definitely have a finite amount of mana shards to use, but like I said, I'm at the end of the demo, so I can kind of splurge. If I were to continue playing the game, I probably wouldn't actually use magic all that often outside of bosses, or if perhaps a random encounter was giving me a lot of trouble. Anyway, use these bandages real quick, and we'll make sure that I don't have to worry about any more bandages or bleeding. That is definitely a good spell for crowd control. I wonder if there's going to be any more boss fights with multiple targets. Ooh. I wonder how useful that would have been for that boss fight. Because the boss fight had multiple targets, but one of those targets was the head, which counterattacked whenever you attacked it, while the one hand was shielding it. I wonder if that would have gone around that, though. That all the rats? Gonna say no. And maybe that is all the rats? Well, let's take a look around here. You open a page in the book The Gods. It is said that 4 gods created Avi, Bera, Aloror, Vethia, and the rest of the page is torn. Of course, the page with the god we have not met yet is torn. Now, who would do a thing like that? Who wants to bet the final god is like the final boss or something like that? You open a page in the book The Tyrant. King Vicar, sorry, Holy King Vicar, that should totally be in quotations, claims to be our savior, but is it fair that the fate of all mankind relies on one person? Do we revere him, or do we fear him? That last one. Definitely that last one. You know, the years are labeled as V. I wonder if Vicar is part of a lineage. Speaking of mice, by the way, I noticed that there is a little mouse eating the food here. I don't think I'm required to kill that one. In fact, I can't even reach it. I noticed there was also a mouse eating on the food at the bar. Well, that one doesn't seem to actually be dangerous to us, so we'll let it be. Yes, child? Any news? This is great news! Thank you for getting rid of all the rats. At this age, one must acknowledge his limits, otherwise a small task can be one's final. May the gods guide your future travels. Thank you, priest. Lambda! I almost forgot. I have a reward for your effort. Here you go. I was not going to be rude and straight up ask for my reward. He was going to get to it. I used to be a swordsman back in my glorious days. The sword and I have long parted ways. These days, my sword would be of more use in your hands. It might be filled with sins from my past, but remember, our gods always make way for balance. I trust you will help this quest for balance by using it for the sake of our settlement. I mean, no promises. And we are at the end of the demo just about here. But who knows? I might be given reason to return to this game once it's done. Once again, may the gods guide your future travels. You're always welcome here, Lambda. Let's check it out. Nolwen's sword. A sword that used to belong to Priest Nolwen, effective against demons, humans, and plants. Incidentally, the Beast Killer would have definitely been helpful against those rats if I didn't have the Detect All spell. Okay, this is the halberd, which is a type of spear, apparently. This, on the other hand, despite being called a spear, is not necessarily so effective against amphibians, fish, and reptiles. Alright, we have a little bit of time left. Time to face my loneliness again. On second thought, we can explore those buildings down south after we investigate this. Well, technically speaking, Lambda didn't actually witness the secret passage being opened, so she doesn't know to look for it. That was kind of interesting. Feel kind of sorry for the priest. Although, maybe he'd be less lonely if he didn't go into a secret passage that nobody can visit him in. Okay, just real quick, I apparently missed some dialogue when I talked to this person over here. Don't be like Priscilla. She's a bad person and a bad example. Hey now, they don't judge there. Also, I am a Manafinder. Oh, my bad. Thank you for your service. I will pray for you to be successful in your search. Yeah, you do that. And also, don't be so judgmental. These are hard times. Okay, next thing. Let's go ahead and head into this building. I forgot about it before. Let's do it now. Hey there. I am Orbur. Nice to meet you. Joycom told me about you. It's nice to have another Manafinder join the ranks. What do you do? I study beasts and provide my knowledge about them. My knowledge can be useful to Manafinders. But that's not all. I am particularly fond of hunting, studying rare beasts. You see, there are beasts that are very hard to find. They appear off the more traveled roads. There are also rare mutations of common beasts, possibly altered by the power of mana stones. I call a lot of them rare beasts. Come to think of it, I think we've found one. Would you be interested in helping me track down rare beasts? Yes. Yes! For every rare beast you hunt down and bring me some sort of trophy so I can study it, I will reward you for doing so. Keep in mind that these beasts can be extremely vicious. Proceed with extreme caution. Your duty as Manafinder comes first, so don't just go risking your life for glory. If knowing this you're still up for it, here are the beasts I am currently looking for. Okay, Alpha Fox, Ghostfish, Rotten Frog. Okay, let's actually read through these. Alpha Fox, found on the Emerald Trail, leads an Emerald Fox pack. A Beastmaster went to hunt it and never came back. The reward is a Power Shroom. Let's go ahead and turn this in now because we actually found one of those. I can't turn it in now. This is just a list. Ghostfish. Found in the Emerald Waters. I have not yet figured out how to fight the fish yet. An enraged soul that refuses to depart this world. So, Basca Legion then? And to clarify, probably not. This vengeful fish can be lured by killing many of his kind. Reward is Spectral Ring. Rotten Frog, found in Whip's Climb. A lonely, stinky, and highly poisonous frog, known to be rotting all alone in a chamber inside the cave. Your rewards antidote herbs, 5 of them. Aquaconda, also found in Whip's Climb. A giant and toxic snake that loves the darkness. It is said to reside in the darkest chamber of the cave. You get emerald clovers. Zephyrric Carcass, found in Emerald Peak. Is it dead or alive? Who knows, but it can fly. It was once spotted from afar in a floating isle. Your reward is Zephyrric Mask. I would assume the mask is purely equipment and doesn't alter the look of your character. Though it would certainly be interesting if you could physically wear the mask. That's an Alpha Horn! You felled the rare beast, Alpha Fox. I'll take that off your hands. Huzzah! Here's your reward, a Power Shroom. Great job, Lambda. Here's the rare beast I currently know about. So this is going to be an interesting quest. The Alpha Fox was pretty easy to find, it was just a little off the beaten path. Some of these though, like the Ghostfish, you're gonna have to probably put a little effort in finding. So, Power Shroom, a mushroom with a very high protein count. Consuming it permanently increases attack by 1 point. And you can use it on Scar if you wanted. By the way, in regards to Emerald Clovers, just to demonstrate here, since I took damage from those rats, let's use it and let's see what happens to my health. So 286 is max, 244 is my current. It only raises your max, it does not raise your current health. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and call it here for today. Next time we'll go to that last building and also end the demo.